So Cardi B is getting mad over pics that were took of her while she was performing at Coachella and were posted on Getty, and she did not like it. And she actually requested and paid, I don't know who, to just remove these pics because we see so much details about her body and it's looking exposed. And this is another pic, and there's a lot of other pictures. And she actually said that someone edited these pics and they were not real. But how could it be edited if it's posted on Getty? Like, I don't understand. And I'm not body shaming nobody. Like, she looks good the way she looks. But also people got videos of her, so I don't know if this is real or this is fake.
Cardi B hit Coachella looking like she walked straight out of a plastic surgeon's sketchbook, had folks online losing their minds. No need for an intro because her body basically made its own announcement the second she stepped out. But let's keep it real. Why did that BBL look like it had been chilling in a microwave all day? It was giving melted wax vibes. Allegedly. Lately, Cardi's been acting brand new. Ever since she and Offset went their separate ways, she's been on a whole makeover marathon. New face here, fresh curves there. One minute she's posting cute clips with her kids, the next she's popping bottles in the club like she never left. But when she pulled up at Coachella, she didn't even have to perform. Her body did the talking all on its own. Now let's break it down, cause this ain't just a one-time shocker. Cardi's been diving deep into body tweaks for a minute now. Every time she shows up on IG, her face looking like it got a software update and her shape looking like it's been run through a whole new filter. Fans been throwing red flags like, girl, slow it down, you heading down Lil' Kim territory. And Cardi, she clapped back like, mind y'all business. She's got the timeline shook and people can't stop watching. But now, the mess is spilling into the streets and fast. That whole Coachella look, it's starting to look like it needs a GoFundMe, no lie. And it ain't just about what people saw, it's what they smelled. Allegedly, folks who were standing close to the VIP bar said the second Cardi and her crew started wilding out with the twerking. The air turned thick, and not in a good way. People are whispering that it wasn't giving body, odie, it was giving bacteria, area. Yes, bacteria. One girl even said it felt humid like a busted sauna back there. Things really went downhill right at that moment. Cardi was in this roped off VIP bar section, throwing it like she just hit upload on a new OnlyFans drop, but instead of gas and camera flashes, folks were side-eyeing and scrunching up their noses. One witness said, she looked like she was about to tip over. Another said, her behind was on a whole different beat. It was like her body was in Miami, but her hips were still in New York. Office beat energy. And what made it even worse, sis tried to laugh it off. She kept smiling, trying to play it cool like it was all part of the show. But everybody saw it. The vibe was off. That fake giggle she threw out, it hit the same way you laugh when your ex pulls up with someone new who actually listens to him. Awkward, tight, and painfully forced. The whole room felt it. The tension was thick enough to slice with a plastic butter knife. That BBL was stressed, and so were we. Let's not pretend this came out of nowhere. Cardi's been spiraling ever since Offset allegedly hit the eject button for good, and ever since that split, sis been out here trying to rebuild herself like she downloaded every beauty mod in The Sims. Chin looking refined, nose sculpted like it was carved by a laser, waist so snatched it looked like she can't even cough without pulling a muscle. And them hips looking like jumbo turkey legs fresh off the State Fair grill. And this ain't shade, it's real talk. Back in the day, Cardi used to stomp around like a true Bronx queen full of fire and jokes. Now, it feels like she's trying to convince herself she still got that same energy. It's like every time a man does her dirty, she runs to the knife instead of remembering who she is. Sis, you don't need to turn into a whole build-a-body every time heartbreak hits. We miss the Cardi who used to roast haters, not dressed like the circus act they throw shade at. Now let's get into that bar moment that's got the whole internet wheezing. Cardi and her BBL battalion pulled up, thick girls, thicker attitudes, and started busting moves in VIP. But the real gag, ain't nobody talking about the twerking. Folks are talking about the smell. One person swore it smelled like hot Velveeta cheese mixed with a cloud of Sephora setting spray. Another claimed it was like a locker room got trapped in a bottle of expired body mist. People ain't just dragging the look, they're dragging the aura, the vibe, the visuals, and the ventilation. Whoo! Somebody else said it was giving full-on gym locker at the end of PE. Musty, hot, and way too close for comfort. Now listen, I wasn't there, so we're gonna say allegedly. But baby, when the whole internet starts describing the air in your section like it needs a hazmat label, that ain't ambiance, that's straight up ammonia. Then boom, Cardi went live right after her set, and whoo, the denial was loud. Sis was talking a mile a minute, laughing at thin air, acting like she just gave the performance of the year. Meanwhile, the vibes, way off. You ever watch someone try so hard to look unbothered, they start looking extra bothered? That was her. Like, sis, who are you trying to convince, us or yourself? She kept ranting about how she's still the baddest, how she ain't fazed by nobody, and how folks just can't stand to see a successful Latina win. But let's cut the fluff. Nobody was hating. People were just concerned. It wasn't jealousy in the comments, it was confusion. Viewers were watching her body transform every time she moved, like it was glitching in real life. You can't keep shouting, "Don't judge me," while broadcasting every insecurity under 10 layers of filters, fillers, and surgical tweaks. It's not giving empowered, it's giving cover up. It's giving unraveling in real time, and folks are clocking it with every new angle and every new edit. The love is still there, but the energy, it shifted, and people see it. It's giving confidence, but with a cracked voice and an Instagram filter slapped on top. Let's be real for a second. This whole Cardi situation, it ain't just about a superstar trying to twerk her way through a glitter-covered identity crisis. Nah, it runs deeper. We've reached a point where so many surgeries have been glamorized. Folks really out here thinking the Bratz doll with Wi-Fi look is the new gold standard. Here's the real gag. Cardi already had it. The charm, the bars, the look, the rawness that made people love her in the first place. But somewhere along the way, between the ghostwriters, the Offset drama, and the endless cosmetic tune-ups, she lost her grip. Now it feels like she's chasing validation from strangers who gon' clown her no matter what she does. That's the dangerous part. You can't fix a broken mirror with more glass, and you can't patch inner pain with outer upgrades, especially not ones that come with a scent warning. Cardi used to be the clapback queen. A single "You Dusty" from her would have Twitter in flames. But now, the comebacks sound recycled, like she's arguing with herself more than the haters. The bite is gone, the spark is dimmed, and it's showing. When your own fan base is out here practically begging you to chill on the surgeries, that ain't hate, and that's love disguised as concern. Sometimes the loudest red flag is your supporters telling you to stop before you can't recognize yourself at all. Because let's be honest, this ain't hate, it's heartbreak. People watched Cardi level up from the strip club to the charts, from reality TV to red carpets, and now they're watching her slowly fall apart behind wigs, filters, and silicone. And no, that ain't shade, it's just facts. One fan even put it perfectly. Now that I know BBLs can have a stench, I'm low-key scared for everyone in the room. Don't bend too much. That's how wild it's gotten. The BBL trend has become so common, it's not even seen as sexy anymore. Everybody's starting to look like the same exact factory setting. No flavor, no originality. It's like a copy-paste epidemic. One person said, "These BBLs kill and the thighs don't even match." And they're not wrong. The look is tired and the illusion is cracking under the pressure. So now we gotta ask, where do we go from here? Cardi still has time to pivot. She could take a step back, get grounded, and finally face whatever's making her tweak her body like it's an iOS update gone wrong. Or she could keep pushing the unbothered act while low-key leaking insecurity all over the internet. Either way, people are clocking it. The glam can't hide the truth forever. The fans got questions, and now, so do I. Is Cardi really addicted to the knife, or is she chasing some filtered fantasy she can't even see clearly anymore? And why do celebs always jump to "y'all just jealous" instead of hearing out real concern from people who actually care? Cause this don't look like confidence. It looks like a cry for help behind contour and comments. Let's keep it all the way real. At what point does BBL culture stop being about enhancement and start becoming straight up self-erasure? When does fixing flaws turn into completely wiping out your natural self just to fit into a look that ain't even built to last? It's no longer about confidence, it's about conformity. So let's talk about it. Where's the line between self-love and self-loss? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. This convo needs to be had.